What's up everybody, it's the Soulful One here, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make Postal 2 mods. That's right, modding this fucking game. Software you'll be needing is Milkshape 3D, Paint.net or GIMP, or even Photoshop if you have it, and Posted, and even Blender. You'll be needing the big four for making Postal 2 mods. Got it? Got it. Alright, so, first thing that you do is load up Milkshape 3D. And first thing you import is the arms. Which, by the way, I'll link in the description below or in the comments. Depending on which I do. But yeah, anyways. You import your arms, and then you import your custom weapon you want to use. For this example, we're going to be using a weapon from Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl, aka the Makarov. Now this model is obviously small, so we're going to have to size it up a bit. Okay, too big. Still too big. And yeah, that's just about the right size. Secondly, you gotta put it in his hands. Or you gotta make a joint and then put it on his hands, bro. So make sure it's away from the model so you can easily distinguish it and shit. And yeah. So you select the right hand and then you select the joint tool right here. And then you just click and then boom, you created a bone. I mean a joint, fuck. Make sure it's centered around. Even I just like doing this because it's just more proper, prim and proper. Then you hit assign and bada bing bada boom. It's now rigged. Okay, so now all you have to do is export this as a PSK. So Mac, we're gonna call it Mac for short, so mac.psk. Fucking hell. Alright, so we're gonna export this in short, and in short we're gonna be calling it mac.psa. I mean, we're gonna be calling it mac.psk. And now here's the fun part. We're gonna be animating. And since animating takes time, now normally I would tell you to figure it out, but because this is a tutorial, and because know half of you don't even know how to fucking mod Postal 2, instead I'm gonna be having to babysit you on how to make fucking animations. Anyways, apologies for the insult. We're gonna be rotating this. And by the way, to go in animation mode, you just click this, and yeah. Oh, and remember, don't export shit while it's in animation mode, otherwise it will break the model. And also make sure the rig is rotated 90 degrees once. Otherwise it's gonna look odd. Now, depending on how you want to animate it, well, I'm just going to go with the cheap and lazy method. I wouldn't recommend doing this if you want to be professional. Well, but because this is a tutorial, I really don't care. I really don't care. Now make sure the gun's on his hand, right? And yeah, this video is gonna be sped up a bit until I get to a point where I can explain to you what to do. Alright, now we're finished. Now I'm finished rigging it, and my god, it looks like the most awkward shit ever, bro. It looks like Vladik. It looks like something out of Vladik, bro. Oh, that is if you know what Vladik is. If not, then I really don't recommend you get the game, even if it's a couple of cents. It's fucking shit. Set keyframe, and bada bing, bada boom. You have an idle animation. Now, I mean, it's one-handed for now, but if you want to do two-handed, it's gonna be a little bit more complicated. And again, since this is a tutorial, I like taking I want to take the easy approach to make it very simple for you guys. Anyway, and also, here's a little tidbit. You can rig the gun, although I wouldn't recommend doing it in Blender. Well, I would just do it in here. I would do it in Blender because it's easy to manually rig models in Blender. But for educational purposes, this is just going to be a static mesh. Even though it'll look awkward, heard of it just being, still without the slide going back when you shoot it. Again, I really don't care, but if you're a man of fine details, then maybe you're going to have to rig it. But anyways, export this to a .psa. So shoot one .psa. And there you go, you got your first animation. Now what's that? You want to know how to make a firing animation? Well, it's really simple. Well, go to frame 3, and here we're gonna rotate the hand and upwards so that it looks like he's firing. Fuck, fun. So it looks like he's firing the gun. Oh, and also, if you don't have set keyframes, you can just copy and paste them. Yes, this program may be old, but yeah, the only reason why I would recommend using it over or just animating in Blender is because you see in Blender there isn't a good .psk exporter from what I heard, and Milkshape 3D is your best bet. There we go. That's a beautiful firing animation. Almost looks like Postal 2's beta, if anything. Which is the intent I was going for. And now we export this to oh, fucking hell. We call this idle.psa. Fuck. And if you want to let's make a new animation. This time it's gonna be the loading. Actually, you know what? Figure it out on your own. Ooh, my clavichord. Set keyframe. Alright, so after a couple of minutes, we animated this very beautiful, and I mean very beautiful, load animation. Oops. What's up, everybody? So, I forgot last time to tell you how to make textures, right? So what you gotta do is, now please excuse my desktop, it's a fucking mess right now. And I opened Posted because we're gonna be needing that too. And yeah. Oh, and I fucking forgot to record for the textures portion of it. So I'm gonna have to explain to you now what I mean. Let's say, for example, you want to get a... fuck it, let's use this. Let's say you want to get this pistol in. First, save it as a direct draw a surface. I think it might already come with... Hold on. Yeah, I think it might already come with paint.net, but if not, you're gonna have to install... well, yet another add-on for paint.net, which I'll go over... which again, I'll go over in a separate tutorial, but for now, let's save this for now. Now, personally, I use DirectX 1 for like, I use DirectX 1 for like icons and shit. DirectX 3 I reserve for like, fucking hell. I reserve DirectX 3 textures for like weapons and all that, like, you know, models. But you can do whatever, but you can choose what you want. I would recommend just doing this. Let's save this as a DirectX 3 for now, and yeah. And how you import it is, go to import and posted, and then you select it, and then you put in test. You have to name the package first, otherwise it's not going to work. Otherwise you're going to end up having it somewhere else, and that's going to be shit. So let's name it as test, and oh yeah, forgot to mention, you have to have certain dimensions for the texture. No. So yeah, that's how you make textures. Again, I forgot how to, and yeah. So now we're going to import our models into Posted. First thing we're going to do is mesh import. We're going to go to our folders and we're going to select mac.psa. Now rename the package to macmdl. Oh fuck. macmdl. And yeah. Alright, I'm back, and you're wondering why it looks like this. Well, it's because it has no textures at all. Like, this is what the missing textures look like. So, how do you fix it? Well, it's very simple. But we'll get to that later. For now, we're gonna import the animations. You can name this to whatever the hell you want. Let's just do Animac. And make sure this has a name, because it's the most important thing ever. Name this to idle. There we go. Now it's starting to look beautiful. Load. Oh yeah. Now rate is supposed to control like the animation rate, so yeah. There we go. That looks fucking sexy. Let's do holster. And same thing again, we're gonna go with rate of 14. Oh, fuck. Was this even the right animation? Oh my god, it appears we have some technical difficulties, but the show must go on, so yeah. It appears we have some technical difficulties, but the show must go on. And so we're just gonna have to ignore it for now. We're gonna fix it later, but yeah. We have to go on with this because it's fucking broken as shit. Oh, and before I forget, make sure you click on every single animation and you make sure it's linked to mesh. Otherwise, the animations are not going to fucking work. And then we save it to the textures and fuck. Then we save it as a custom model. And now we're gonna make the custom textures. I already got it. It's called Mac 1. And we call this Mac Text. Again, you can name it to whatever the hell you want. I just call it Mac Text because it's easier, and yeah. There we go. Now that's a beautiful looking Makarov, or whatever the hell gun this is. And bada bing, bada boom. We got it down. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright. Alright, now here's the important part. You gotta make sure that, you know, your script's working. Like, you got your models in, you got your textures in, now you gotta get the actual weapon working. How do we do that? With scripts. Now you see, I'm going to link the pistol scripts in the description again. And as a matter of fact, you're going to get all the resources you need. All the links, all the models, all the scripts. But anyways, here's the point. You get... Ah, shit, what do I say? So you rename the pistol. You change this... fucking hell. You see, this used to be called pistol weapon, pistol pickup, pistol muzzle flash, pistol bullet ammo inventory, pistol attachment, and pistol ammo pickup. I'll go over all of what these do later, but for now, you just gotta name you just gotta change the pistol and replace it with the weapon you want. In this case, it's the Mac. Oh, and also you gotta go in to every single one and also replace it within and call it Mac or whatever the hell you want. So, for example, this used to be pistol weapon. Boom, it's now Mac weapon. And also go into default properties. And also here, you gotta change the mesh. You see, this is the file that the mesh is in, and this is the actual mesh itself. And it's both being connected by the period. And this too, don't forget that, you know, you gotta add a skin, which is like the texture for it, and yeah. And you gotta replace all that, and this is optional. Unless you can figure out how to put on muzzle flash, I just set it to true, cause why the hell not? And yeah. Now move this to your folder, and before I even forget, make sure to add a classes folder within your within your custom weapons folder. For instance, this is going to be called Mac again. And in your systems, go into the default.ini. Now you see, I already got a bunch of crap here, but underneath reopening June 2016 R, you're gonna have to change this to, you're gonna have to add a little package here. Edit packages equals Mac, which is the folder that we just made. And we gotta do the same for the Postal 2.ini. And it's right here. Alright, so you got that down. Mac. And this I actually embarrassingly forgot how to make, but it's not in the regular game files, if I remember correctly. But basically you have to make like a simple little file. You gotta add some code in it, and you turn it into a batch file. And yeah. Fortunately, yeah, I don't know how to do this, so yep, that will also go in the video on how to get shit set up. But that doesn't matter. For now, we're gonna compile it and see, and you see, and if you've done everything right so far, you should have a .u file. Hooray! Congratulations! What does that mean? Well, viewer, it means you just made your first weapon. Congratulations! But that's not over yet. You see, we're gonna go into test map and we're gonna test our weapons out. But you also see that, you're gonna see, fuck. So we're just loading in to test our weapons out, and our new weapon out, mind you. And you're gonna see clearly why, even though we just made our weapon, it's not finished yet. Alright? It's not even finished yet. Not even close to being finished yet, bruh. And you'll see why. Now, how do you place your weapon down, you might ask? Well, just go to the actor classes, open up a package, and find your file, in this case, mac.u. Now for weapons, go to actor, pickup, weapon pickup, and it should be somewhere around here. There it is. Then you right click on the level, add Mac pickup here, and as you can clearly tell, now you might be going ape shit in your fucking pants, probably pissing too. And going like, why is there a fucking Deagle model there? Why is it a Makarov? Oh my god, Monav, you made the worst tutorial ever. Well, you see, motherfucker. That's because we haven't added a static mesh yet. And I'll be going in that over soon. Alright? Alright. For now, let's just bask in the victory of silence and just test it out. As you can see, here's a pickup, and how you pick up a pistol, apparently, you just jump on it. I know the reason is stupid, but you have to believe me. And there we go. It looks beautiful, don't it? Oh, and also another thing I want to mention is,
Where's the custom sounds? It only has the default deal sounds.
well, you see, my dear viewer, we're gonna get to that later. Don't bitch about details now, you motherfucker. Oh, and also, for fun, I think I'm gonna adjust the view monitor because it looks fucking atrocious. And you could see the muzzle flash is way off. As a matter of fact, what I just showed you is it's not even how you make a muzzle flash. And you might be wondering, how's the proper way to make a muzzle flash? Well, let me admit to you something. How you make a muzzle flash properly is bullshit. That's right, it's just pure bullshit. I try, and I even added a little extra joint to connect it. But guess what? It refuses to fucking work. So you're just gonna have to live with the fact that, you know, and I might sound like a whiny little bitch, but that's literally the truth. And yeah, let me just adjust these values real quick. Alright, now the model position looks a little bit better, but not like before where it just looked fucking atrocious. But what matters now is that we got a functioning pistol. And yeah. Because I'm really in a fucking shitty-ass mood. Fucking hell. Because I'm in a little shitty-ass mood, I'm gonna make a part 2 on extras. And when I say extras, I mean literally me making the static mesh, the icon, and even the sounds. And then soon, we'll be able to publish this within the workshop. And then congratulations, you made your first mod. God damn. Anyways, that'll be it for today, and I hope to see you all next time on my Postal 2 modding tutorial. Anyways, later.